Bone Gristle, Blood Heat Sinking, Johnny Grades, and Nightmare like Wes Craven, Brothers Wanted, My Third Eye Seen It Coming, Before It Happened, you know about the man. What? Shadow boxing with the Jizza and Method? Woo! Liquid Sword. Man, I can't wait for Backspin. We cutting that this afternoon. We are cutting that this afternoon. If you joining us for the first time, this is Big Vern at App Stupid. We've reached the back of the show. Thank you all for hanging with us. We talked about today Odell Beckham and the ridiculous expectations of the fans hating on him in Miami. I don't know what they want this dude to do in preseason. You can't win a Super Bowl in preseason. Also, we talked about Texas. They're down to 3 scholarships for running backs because a lot of their pivotal pieces, they got hurt. I have them losing 4 games this year. Hopefully I'm wrong. Good luck to the good folks in Texas and Steve Sarkisian on their debut season in the SEC. Then we talked some Ohio State football where they have named Will Howard the starting quarterback. How is that going to fare? I can tell you this. If it starts going sideways, Ryan Day has to pull that guy and put another person out there so he doesn't lose his job. They're the only team that has championship or fired. Whether it's fair or unfair, hey, look, it is what it is. And we're going to close it out pivoting to the world of college basketball because we got some good old-fashioned in-conference team switching. Tyzhaun Claude ditches Georgia Tech for them Heels. North Kakalaki. Let's talk about it. Out of Yahoo Sports and Rod Boxley, after being granted another year of eligibility by the NCAA, Tyzhaun Claude, the super duper senior, is set to join the Tar Heels. Hubert Davis added another veteran presence who figures to boost UNC's rebounding numbers. The fifth-year senior RJ Davis and sophomore Elliott Candu are returning starters from last year, but the Tar Heels have to replace their primary options in the front court. That backcourt right now is as seasoned as old collard greens. Yeah. So, when they say front court and back court, when you talk about backcourt, number one, you're talking about your guard play. So the guard play at North Carolina, they need to beef that up. But as far as your front court, your power forwards, your centers, the backup centers, those kids, they are your grit and grind dudes. And when you have teams with some uncertainty, like Louisville, where they just got a new coach, they were a losing laughing stock these last couple of years, and there's just uncertainty with that. And then not to mention your rival, which is only 45 minutes from where you are in Durham, North Carolina. You have the Duke Blue Devils, and they've got Cooper Rush. And from everything that not only pros say about this kid, but also scouts, and you can look at some AAU tape on this kid, he can really light it up. And they're talking about him being a generational talent. So I can see where they need to beef that up. Now, RJ Davis, he ran to the Fayetteville Observer earlier this month saying, and I quote, "Rebounding will be a collective effort between Armando Bancott and Harrison." Because NC's top 2 rebounders last season, they're no longer here. End quote. So again, you see where Hubert was looking to plug that hole. And I don't know, if I'm Georgia Tech, I'm ready for the smoke. I got some smoke for Hubert. We'll get into that and many more when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Drop the spot. Yes, Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Subway. Subway, eat fresh. So when we last left off, we were talking about the super duper senior OG, triple OG, Tyzhaun Claude, and he ditches Georgia Tech to join the North Carolina Tar Heels. Yep. And when you look at the super duper triple OG senior, he's 6'7", 226 pounds, He averaged 4.8 points and 5.2 rebounds across 32 games last season for the Yellow Jackets. Now, he was number 10 nationally in offensive rebounding percentage at 15.7%. Last season in the conference games, Claude led the ACC in offensive rebounding percentage at 16%, pulling down at least 3 offensive rebounds in 9 of 20 league games. Again, I cannot stress this enough. They do have them a dog. And the fact that he got a year granted to him because of the C19 era, I think we got to put a cap on this. However, for the North Carolina faithful, I know they feel differently. Hopefully, this kid is going to turn it around, because when Tech beat the Tar Heels 74-73, this same guy, he finished with 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So he's serviceable at getting those second and third opportunities, which are huge when you have large volume shooters, because you can find guys on the wing. You can find guys cutting to the rim. You can find guys off the up screens. This kid knows how to play, and you don't have to score a ton of points. You just have to have effective momentum breakers, because basketball is a game of runs. You're not going to dominate a team, and they're not going to go on many runs. However, you have to have the mental toughness to not only internalize what's going on, but break that momentum. Sometimes that's blocking out. Sometimes that's rebounding. Sometimes that's getting out there with hustle. It's not always from an offensive standpoint. And I think Claude understands this more than anybody. And we'll try to close this out when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yo, this your boy Big Vern. We got another rap album, 38 Special, in stores now. Mother and the Gun. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. I got the favorites on here. Early Morning, Had It Coming, Special Methods, and many more. 38 Special, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to 38 Special, in stores right now. Mother and the Gun. I've been banging it all morning. So when we last left off, we talked about everything that Hubert Davis has in that backcourt, in that front court. But now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those backcourt, because he's got transfers from Belmont. That's Cade Tyzhaun. And then you've got the forward from Vanderbilt, where you have Vin Allen Lubin, along with Lubin, and he averaged somewhere around 12.3 points and 6.3 rebounds per game for the Commodores. Then people coming back to the program, Jalen Washington and Joe Lynn Withers. And they're projected to be UNC's primary options in the front court: guard Ian Jackson, the wing Drake Powell, and forward James Brown. Sophomore forward Zayden High. He could see increased minutes in the post. Who knows? Claude's experience and recent success on the boards could provide valuable depth for a team that had some extra scholarships. Okay. I don't know if that's enough to sell you in the ACC. I don't know if that's enough to sell you. I don't know what Tony Bennett and the boys in Virginia plan on doing. I don't know what Larinaga down in Miami is planning on doing. It's going to be a high-octane shooting season for them, not to mention the Blue Bloods. You only have to look 45 minutes down the road at your biggest competition. What are you going to do with Duke? Because Duke is loaded, and if Shire isn't up to coaching those guys, Louisville's a Trojan horse. Louisville might just come in and upset the apple cart. If Louisville beats North Carolina, either in Louisville or on the road in Chapel Hill, look out. It's in the free fall. Hopefully not. North Carolina faithful, let me know what you think. That's the end of the show. Thank you all for listening. We will be back with bonus from Backspin, but for now, thank you to everybody involved, and we're out.